you will turn into a being of light. You won't need anything. But the new earth is so beautiful and so wonderful. Now, the old earth, we're leaving. It's a separating of the two. The old earth is where the negativity is. That's where all of the wars, all of the hurricanes, all of the earthquakes, all these things, the catastrophes are being left with the old earth. Those that are into too much negativity stay with the old earth. They can't change their vibration fast enough to go. It has to be a gradual thing. So they stay with the old earth. They said they've stayed with what they have created because that's their karma. They have to stay with that. Eventually when they die, they will go somewhere where they are still karma to be repaid. They say, don't worry about it. Eventually they're all going to get there anyway. But this is separating. This is what's in the Bible, in the book of Revelations, when they talk about the new heaven and the new earth. And those they're taken, those are left behind. This is what they're talking about. But when look at what we do to the earth. But it is going to go. It's moving into another dimension. The vibrations and the frequencies of this planet are moving into the next dimension. And if we want to go with it, we have to change. We have to evolve. And our vibrations and frequencies also have to change to match it. But this is what we're talking about, the new earth, and separating and going into the new frequency. The first time in the history of the universe that an entire planet has changed its vibration and is moving into another dimension. It has never happened before. And all the ETs, all the beings, everybody are out there watching. They said, this is the greatest show on earth. Are we going to be able to do it? Are we going to be able to pull it off? It started about 2003, and we're at the height of it right now. People keep saying, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? You're in the middle of it now. And those of you who are aware of it know things are changing. You know the vibrations are different. Time is speeding up. You know, it's a game. A lot of people like to push your buttons, and they know what to say and what to do to set you off. Once you do that, you release them and let them go, they can't push your buttons anymore. They may try, but it's not going to work because it's not important to you anymore. You want to come back and do it again with those same people? That's the law if you don't release them and let them go. This is the number one thing you've got to do if you want to move to the new earth. Let all of the karma go. Forgive these people, and then try not to make any more karma. The second thing you've got to do if you're going to go, get rid of fear. Fear holds you to the old earth. You saw our t-shirts, didn't you? Fear is an illusion. Fear is for entertainment purposes only. They say fear is not real. The only thing that is real is love. Fear holds you. It makes you afraid. As they said, don't buy into the stuff you hear on the news. Don't buy into all this stuff that are people trying to make you afraid. They get you scared of these imaginary diseases they come up with. Afraid. As they said, don't buy into the stuff you hear on the news. Don't buy into all this stuff that are people trying to make you afraid. They get you scared of these imaginary diseases they come up with. Afraid of, we're in this economic crisis. The world is coming down. And we don't even listen to that stuff. People email us and say, well, what about the economic crisis? They say, what economic crisis? That's not our world. So don't buy into all this fear. You create your own reality. Everything in your life you have put there, you can have that world because that's what you want in your world. You create your reality. You want that other world, okay. You want to buy into the fear. Another thing I forgot too, when you're forgiving everybody and let it go, another thing you've got to do, you've got to forgive yourself. That's not easy. Remember, it takes two. You've always had a part in all of this, and you're part of the play that you're presenting. So you forgive yourself. And it has to be done because there's no place in the new world for any of this. That's why they keep saying we're no longer accumulating karma anymore. But you've still got this stuff you've got to get rid of.